Welcome back to Three's In. Bobo here. So I'm going to bounce around a little bit here on subject matter and tell you about Bill Ferrier, Marty Miller, and Joe Drago. And then I'll go get my hair cut. It's bugging me to sit here and look at that guy. Anyway, when I came back from treatment for alcoholism, I was shell-shocked. I guess could say I was suffering from PTSD, but I don't think I'm going to claim that. Anyway, I was just shell-shocked. What in the hell happened? So I come back in late August, early September, and that fall, sometime around the 1st of October, I get a call from Marty Miller. Now, Mart had been one of my IPs in 1976, and we just had this beautiful friendship for all those years. This is 1994. And Mark calls up and says, "Hey, Bob," he says, "you have some time I can come up and just spend time with you?" And I said, "Well, sure, I'm not doing anything else." For the first 10 months of my recovery, I was grounded. And so I could attend various meetings and meet different requirements to qualify for flying again. So we set a date, and Mark came up for about 4 or 5 days, if I remember right, and just hung out. And like he said, "I have no intention in trying to fix you." And like he and I and so many others know, we can't fix somebody that's struggling with this disease. We have to fix ourselves. But that meant so much for Uncle Marty, I call him, to come up and spend that time with me. Didn't ask for anything, didn't tell me to do anything. We just hung out together and laughed, and a few tears were shed, you bet. And then about maybe a month after that, 5 weeks, I get a call from Bill Ferrier. Now, Bill lived out on West Coast at that time, out in Gig Harbor. And he said, "Hey, Bobby," he said, "you got some time over the next few weeks before the holidays?" I said, "Oh, I suppose. What's up?" "You know, I just want to stop in and visit you for a few days." And he subsequently did. And again, that just meant a tremendous amount to me. Matter of fact, I was texting to Bill here just the other day, and yesterday I talked to Marty. I call him Uncle Marty because the term uncle in the Chinese culture is an expression of reverence. And boy, I hold Marty in a great deal of reverence, as I do a lot of my friends, but Uncle Marty fits. So Bill comes over and he spends a few days with me, just kind of the same type of thing, just checking in on me and so forth. And I look back at those two guys today, what great wingmen they are. They were and they are today. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. Now, I mentioned a third guy, a guy named Joe Drago. Joe is also a very dear friend of mine, but he operates in a little different orbit, even different from mine. Joe calls me up right after I get back from treatment, in early September, and he says, "Hey, Holliker," he says, "I'm thinking about coming up to visit you here one of these days." He says, "I'll let you know when, but in the interim," he says, "if you ever decide to go back out," he says, "can you give me a call before you go drinking again?" He says, "You were a frickin' hoot when you were drinking." And I'm sitting here on the phone going, "What the hell?" He said, "Yeah," he says, "you were just a riot." And he says, "I wouldn't want to miss that." So at any rate, those are good friends of mine. And I love all three of them dearly, as I love many of you. So thanks for stopping in. Hope you're enjoying the stories. I'm having a blast telling them to you. And now I'm going to go get a haircut. This is Bobo, Bass Gear. Stop.